Hello everybody, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. Today I'm going to say a little bit about why I net my areas and what for. This particular net is protecting, hopefully, against cabbage. People call them cabbage moths, but they're actually butterflies, I believe, which will ruin your cabbage type crops, your brassicas, all sorts of little things, anything they can. So kale, leaf broccoli, that sort of thing. And yeah, so they lay little caterpillars on, and then the caterpillars eat your cabbages. So you won't see the moths or butterflies around too long, just long enough to lay those little eggs and get some nasty little caterpillars in there. I used to like caterpillars until I was a gardener. Maybe when I was a kid. So I just keep them down. I've seen all sorts of ways of doing it, but so that you can get at them quickly and easily and without a big heavy frame, I just use clothing pegs. It depends what you're protecting them against. If I were in the tropics and I was trying to protect them against grasshoppers, this net would not work because the little baby grasshoppers can get in and out of there, sadly. But this is a bird net, so it has larger holes, so it'll just stop the moths and butterflies getting to your cabbages and that sort of thing. So this one over here is an entirely different problem. Haven't quite finished fixing it up, but I thought I'd show you now because I thought it was about to rain. These are my fruit trees. This is my nectarine, cherry and apricot, and you can see I've left it undone. You can see what happened to my apricot last night. I thought I'd put my trees out to see, bravely or stupidly, to see if the possums would eat their leaves, and so far only my apricot tree was eaten back. Thankfully they don't seem to have damaged the top of the branches, so that'll probably still grow pretty well. It's just pruning, isn't it? Yeah, so this was closer to the fence, so I'm thinking they were running along the fence and leaned down and had a good old snack on my apricot leaves. So they haven't touched the cherry or the nectarine. Doesn't mean they won't. I had other fruit trees out too last night to see what I had to net, because I don't want to have to net every single tree. That would be insane, whether it has fruit on it or not. So yeah, so I'll have it a little bit further away from the fence, and we'll just do a bit more along this fence top against the possums. There are a number of ways of doing things, but for now, because I can't plant these because they're about to go dormant, it's not good for the plant to try to re-establish when it's about to go dormant. So they'll be staying in their pots until winter gets underway, and then we'll know a bit more about possums and we would have protected against them, and yeah, we would be fine. So it's a huge fly. Okay, so this is just netting against the possums. So this is what they call a wobbly fence, I think. That's an Australian way of saying it. So it's just sort of wobbly. They don't feel very firm when they go to climb on it. So I'm surprised it keeps possums out. It did in far north Queensland as well. I had the same kind of possums up there, the brushy tail possum. Anywho, okay, so that's for cabbage butterflies and caterpillars, and you have to just keep checking that that's still covered. This is for possums, and that's for possums for the fruit trees. I have thought about using this net, but I wanted to see how the fruit trees went under this net, because it broke my heart when I found out we have fruit fly in Victoria. It used to be a Queensland thing, maybe New South Wales, but it's come all the way down the continent, down to Victoria. Yeah, I'm not sure entirely if it's the Chinese fruit fly. One of those. Anywho, this is apparently good for fruit fly, this net. So I just want to see long term how the plants do under a fruit net, because if they're under a fruit net in Victoria for a long amount of time, especially being such a fine net, it'll keep out some sunlight and breezes and that sort of thing. I want to see if it has mildew problems, but potentially this is the best time of the year to find that out, because they're going to lose their leaves soon anyway, except for the cherry. The cherry won't, but the nectarine and the apricot, I believe, will both lose their leaves soon. Anyway, they're my experiments underway. Hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.